Time for a regular footy feature in 7th Big League. It's Footy Stop Press with Scot Palmer. And once again, let's go up to the offices of the Sunday Press. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening, Peter, and welcome viewers back into the Sunday Press. The Lions are fuming tonight at being kicked out of their home team rooms at Victoria Park and then seeing that Collingwood banner today. It read, "Fitzroy, not co-tenants, unwanted guests." Robbie Walls admitted he used it as a spur today, and it's almost succeeded in putting the Magpies out of the finals race. "It was in poor taste," said Walls. Bobby Rose won't concede that the Magpies will miss out in September. "But if we play like that again today, we won't have a chance." The Magpies have sent McKee on to hospital for x-rays on his elbow, and Manson has a knee problem. At the MCG, they're all talking about Gary Ablett. He kicked 9-5 and improved his Brownlow chances. "What's the Brownlow?" said Tom Hafey. "He's more interested in the final spot, and he believes the Cats have more pace and aggression this year and could make it." So does Melbourne's coach Ron Barassi, who suffered more bad luck today. Stephen Ick wrecked his knee, will require a reconstruction, and he'll miss the rest of the year. On next week, Hafey said, quote, "I'm just hoping the importance of the occasion makes them desperate. The Cats meet Essendon." Simon Beasley looks like collecting a bonus for kicking a century of goals after his 12 against Richmond today. He's now got 86 for the season and has created a record for the 18th round of matches. Previously, John Coleman and Michael Roach held it with 10. Coach Michael Malthouse praised Beasley's team spirit and said he gives many more scoring chances away to teammates. Malthouse said he was glad too that the bogey of VFL Park had been buried forever. "That's 3 out of 4 wins for us," he said. Perth, though, has a calf and rib injury. Tiger Paul Sproul was pleased with the third quarter spurt, but said the side needed more running players. And what about the Doctors bandwagon at Princes Park? He heard that John Northey wants to stay on as coach, even if the swooper has to paint his Mercedes-Benz pink. "I just didn't come for 1 year," said Northey after today's game. Dr Edelston was disappointed at the loss, but said he was optimistic about the future. Carlton's David Parkin said at this time the Blues were not a premiership team, but there have been improvements made to the team's structure and we are showing a lot more confidence, he said. He tore strips off a pressman who suggested this week he'd already decided to stay on at Carlton next year. But if he does, Bruce Dill will probably be around as well. The champion could return from injury next week. Lindsay Fox announced that he would be St Kilda's patron for 1986, and David Perry, the man who gets up and cooks the players' breakfasts on early training mornings, will be the chief executive next year. The Saints were satisfied with the team's persistence against the Hawks today. And Hawk Alan Jeans was pleased too. "If somebody had told me before the game we'd win by 7 goals in heavy conditions, I would have been very happy," said Jeansy. He left Moorabbin smiling. Essendon won by a record margin over North Melbourne, but most of their players were reluctant to talk about the victory. It's one of the problems the media faces after games at this time of the year, and it's not good with crowds falling off. Kevin Sheedy did say, however, that he gave 7 players a light week after his recent losses and saw the benefit today in Watson and Weston. He gave others a hard week, and Bill Duckworth showed the benefit in the reserves. Sheedy told the Sunday Press, "Tell all Essendon supporters that Terry Danaher will be back next week." North's John Kennedy said the Kangas had lost their reckless, tough endeavour. He felt that North would go well today, but he said Essendon was too disciplined, too good all over, Peter. Back to you, mate.
Thanks, Scotty. I think that sums up pretty quickly. OK, we'll take a break. Back with more action after this commercial break.
Footscray roll on towards September. Next on 7's Big League.
You can get it riding. You can get it sliding. You can feel it coming on about 4. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Vic Bitter. You can get it walking. You can get it talking. You can get it working a plough. Matter of fact, I got it now. Victoria Bitter.